Hello everybody, my name is Cul Blu and I'm bringing you guys random podcast number 71. But before I continue, I gotta go do a few things, so give me a second. Okay, everything's all done. I had to rotate a fan, also shut my door and turn the light on because it's very dark in my bat cave. That sounds very provocative, I know, but hey, I said it anyway, so who really cares? So let's go and jump into this game. This is a random pubcast that is not showing up right now. Whoa. I think Dota. My Dota source has been broken. There we go. There we go. Okay. All is well, guys. All is well. But anyway, this is random podcast number 71. I haven't done a random podcast in a little bit of time, and actually haven't done a POV in quite a while, so I'm going to try to hit both of those today before I do what the U.S. government did and shut down for the night. See, I did that political jokes. I know, pretty funny. I'm clever. But looks like we have somebody DCing off the back, and hopefully they do reconnect so we can keep this game going through, because I thought that joke was pretty darn clever. But I could be wrong. It could have been the definition of a horrible joke. Yeah, too soon? Too soon? No. So we have, like I said, we have one person DC'd. There they go. They reconnected, so everything will be going through pretty fine and dandy. Hopefully, because I see a name that I do like, and that is I'm not creepy at all. I promise. I do go by the motto too. I'm not creepy at all, guys. I swear. I'm just a very strange person to be around. Or wait, it's not that I'm weird. I'm just different from what you expect me to be. There you go. That is my actual motto. But it's a little too personal, I guess. So anyway, on this inside news, while I stall for these guys to finish picking up their complete team before I do introductions. On a side note, you guys can check out the video off topic number 5. I do announce the winner of the giveaway that I was doing or conducting. I also show some very nice gameplay of the game that I was giving away, along with Snow the Snow Owl. And for all those who are wondering what the value of that whole entire giveaway was, it was a whole entire I'm not telling you, go look at the prices value, because I don't want to do that. I want to make you guys work for it. That's right, guys. What reward do you get from things if you don't work for it first? Alright, so let me go and do introduction. Start off with the dire side, because the dire side is completely picked up. On this Shadow Fiend, we have Rhyme. Oh my gosh, is this the Rhyme I think it is? Oh dear God. Oh my God, I know that's Rhyme. It's Rhyme. I'm freaking out like a little girl. Rhyme, he plays on Shiver's, or he's a moderator for Shiver, I think, and he also plays with her quite a bit. Plays some pubs with her as well. Moving on to this Crystal Maiden, we see Loden on that Crystal Maiden. On this Phantom Canter / Lancer, however you want to pronounce it, we see Bahimwe on him. Moving over to his Enigma, we see I am not creepy at all, I promise. And last but not least, on this Weaver, we see Nihilist / thing, or divider symbol Versas on Weaver. Moving over to the side of the Radiant, we see on this Huskar Sir Food. So he obviously has a lot of food. On this Treant Protector, we see Papa's Zool on Treant. On this Troll Warlord, who's actually doing a nice little dance going on through, just dubstepping. Oh, it's not dubstep. That's techno. On this Troll Warlord, we see shots fired on him. Moving on to Pudge, we see Long Island, and we might be seeing first blood happen out here because Pudge is looking like he's going for a kill. Weaver's going to be a very easy target to kill. Actually, no, I'll take it back. They won't be able to do enough damage, but Weaver doesn't have all that much HP to begin with. Don't forget that. And I think I missed one. I missed one on the Radiant side. I'm pretty sure I missed one. I hope I missed one. Prophet, yes. Old Nature's Prophet, we see Little Andrew on Prophet, and that ends all the callouts. Moving on to mid, we see Shadowfiend actually taking quite a bit of damage. Rhyme eating a whole bunch of damage. This is one of the results of Huskar Spears. They do hurt a lot, and it's a lot of free damage that he gets on top of you. It is not fair sometimes, but hey, it happens. And Shadowfiend's probably going to be eating a whole bunch more arrows before this game, or before the 5-minute mark passes, where he starts to get his souls up. But that is all relative, guys. That is all relative. Luckily for him, though, Huskar can't really sustain that too much. He can sustain it enough to just make his life a living heck, but he's already out of regen. He needs to be very careful. Huskar, on the other hand, has all the regen in the world. Tango and also a healing salve up, while Rhyme is actually trying to get a bottle. He needs just a little bit more gold. We're going to eat a whole bunch of fire, and he's going to be backing away, or Huskar's going to be backing away to the delight of Rhyme on that Shadow Fiend. Meanwhile, on top we see who's all getting surrounded. That is a Treant Protector. Already got a point at Nature's Guys. He just wants to be here to collect XP. He doesn't want to do anything too risky and die. He just wants to hurry up and get his levels. So you getting that early point at Nature's Guy is going to be really nice for him. He's actually going to reveal himself, get a last hit, and back away. This should tip off Crystal Maiden, or Luden on that Crystal Maiden to actually go and get some Sentry Wards to potentially get Treant Protector dead very fast. And easy first blood for Phantom Lancer if that does happen. Meanwhile, but before that, all that happens, we got Luden actually doing a really good job pulling the creeps out. No, mid Shadow Fiend needing a whole bunch of fire. Ryan might be going down here very soon. We got 2 stacks of the fire, and it's not going to end. It's a never-ending burning, and he will be finally stop being burned. He has a bottle to go ahead and douse himself in some water to heal those burn wounds. Meanwhile, down bottom, we got the Troll Warlord plus Pudge just hanging out with the Weaver. Weaver is still in danger of dying very fast if Pudge does get a hook. He shouldn't die per se, but he's going to take quite a bit of damage. We're going to see a lot of damage coming towards him. Thankfully, Weaver does have Sakuchi, so he will be able to Sakuchi away. Nihilist feeling pretty happy about that. Meanwhile, mid, we got Rhyme getting a little bit of revenge raises on top of Huskar, but Huskar does have 2 points inside of his Berserker's blood, which does increase his magic resistance by quite a bit. Okay, not quite a bit. 5% per stack that he has, so actually, yeah, I do take it back. That is quite a bit. 30 now. 30% increase in magic resistance, which should increase it to something ridiculous. Let's see, where is it? Magic resistance at 47%. To give you guys perspective, the base magic resistance that you have is 25%. We can look at Weaver for example. There we go, 25% on him. Huskar has 47 at this current point in time. Actually 43. So he's getting a whole bunch of free magic resistance. Just know that much. And Weaver actually going for that Wraith Band build. He's going to be going straight into that Ring of Aquila, probably into a Lincoln Sphere right afterwards. Things that those are basically typical items that you expect to see Weaver go for. But in this specific lane, he could potentially go for Tranquil Boots. That wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. It'll help him sustain in his lane and also give him some nice burst heal. And by sustaining lane, I mean passive sustain in his lane. Taking a look at the last hits and denies, we see Phantom Lancer actually has the most last hits on the map, doing a really good job in that safe lane. Relative to Troll Warlord, Weaver's being really annoying. Weaver does have himself a whole entire 10. Oh, no denies. Remember, I got Weaver actually getting surrounded. Pudge Hook will be able to end his life if Pudge can land the hook. Pudge is going to go ahead and throw the blind hook. Hook does miss completely. Weaver did Sakuchi in the very, very correct direction, and now he has a Pudge on his back. Looks like Long Island trying to look for another hook. Will he be able to catch it 5 seconds before the cooldown does come off? Prophet did TP up top just to help out. No Death Appearance on top of him, so he's not going to be able to do much to sit there, stand there, and say, hey, check out my nice little gauntlet that I got. Invis rune up on Huskar. Huskar's not level 6, but if he was, Rhyme just might be dead by now. But thankfully he's not. And now we got Versos. Oh, it's Vsauce. Right, Versos, Vsauce, whatever you want to call him. He's trying to run away. Treant Protect's actually in a little bit of trouble. He does get hit with the Frostbite, and he also puts himself a nice little heal on top of himself, which did save his life. If he didn't have that living armor, he would have went down. That was a lot of damage that came into him very, very, very fast. But between the Nature's Guys and between the living armor, he was able to survive all of the blows that came his way. Speaking of surviving blows that come your way, Weaver does survive a few blows, and he'll be just forced to stay back to his tower. I don't know if these guys can dive right just now. Pudge, not really the most survivable as far as taking tower shots. And Troll Warlord, he's a little bit too low to actually be diving right now, so he's going to go ahead and back up. He's going to be going for a Soul Ring of all things, so that'll be a very nice build to see up on him. But he could be going for a Ring of Aquila into, Tranquil Boots and a Ring of Aquila into, Tranquil Boots into Basilius into a Ring of Aquila, which could be a really nice transition for him. But we'll just have to see. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden getting some HP taken away by Treant Protector. Treant Protector will be backing away. Looks like he's going to go D-Ward or something of the sorts. He will find himself an Enigma in the jungle who already has a Soul Ring. He's already level 6 after this creep dies. And there's a creep dead. Enigma level 6, ready to jump in. Black Hole something. Trying to go for something big. He just might go for a tree. Hatred picked up bottled up by Rhyme on that Shadow Fiend. He's going to be looking. He could potentially dive on top of Huskar, but he just might wait till he gets level 7, so he can get a few more souls. But he always has to be wary of the fact that Nature's Prophet is just a whisper away from showing up in that lane and possibly hitting him with those Sprout and making Rhyme's life a living heck to where he can't escape, even though he has a Haitian. Take a look at the items that we see on the map so far. We see that Troll Warlord still undecided as to what exactly he's going for. It could be a Soul Ring, it could be a Rainbow Aquila into Tranquil Boots, or sorry, it could be a Rainbow Aquila and Tranquil Boots, it could be anything. You want to see rotation down bottom by Ryan. Ryan wants to go for kill on top of Pudge. Pudge eating a whole bunch of damage. He does have a hook, he can throw it out if he needs to. Beautiful, beautiful heal coming up for Treant Protector. Pudge just might survive. No, he does go down to the Weaver. Weaver able to pick up the kill. Now we got Prophet in a little bit of trouble. So much damage coming out from Shadow Fiend does throw out the wrong raise, but he, Prophet's able to survive. Actually, no, Prophet's not able to survive. The Beatles run Weaver, Warrior would scout him out. Now, now Rhyme is on the wrong side of the river, on the wrong side of the tower. He's actually stuck by creeps, getting body blocked like a boss, and he'll be going down here very soon. Pudge hook will be flying here very soon. No, does not fly. Looks like he's gonna throw the hook. Hook does land, and Rhyme does go down finally. But he was able to give himself a double kill at the end of the day. So the question is, did he spend his gold? It looks like he did not spend all of his gold before he went down. Sad to say. Meanwhile, in the jungle, we see Enigma going to be going down to what looks to be a Huskar. Huskar did use that leap. Enigma did not use that black hole. Or did he? Yeah, Enigma did use that black hole. Nobody was there to support him. And that just begs the question, guys. That just begs the question. If an Enigma black hole is in a forest, will anybody hear it? Yeah, the answer is no. Especially if, well, the enemy will hear it. They're the one getting black hole. But the allies, they will presumably not hear it. Moving on to the vision on the map. We see the vision on the map on the dire side is actually decent. Pudge ulti going off. I don't know where it's going off at. Where are you, Pudge? Pudge is over here in the jungle. He's hit himself a few creeps just to get a nice little kill on top of them. Get a little bit of free farm going his way. Probably freak the crap out of everybody saying, who the heck's getting Pudge ult? We need to be there soon. Speaking of people who need to be there soon, we see Rhyme actually showed up in the jungle. That's why himself a Pudge who's very low. Easy pickings. He's getting Pudge for dinner and got himself a nice little ham hock on the side. Meanwhile, in the lane, we see Weaver actually chasing a Troll Warlord, but Shadow Fiend is around the corner with the double damage rune. He's ready. He has Troll Warlord's name written on his shoulder. It looks like Troll will be hiding to the trees because that is where he's bound to hide. Meanwhile, Maiden taking quite a bit of damage from Treant Protector. Treant Protector is actually out of mana. He can get one more punch in. He does get the kill on top of Maiden, but he will not be able to survive this one. He's out of mana for TP, and we got a Phantom Lancer actually chasing right behind him. Oh man, he gets the jukes. Wow, dim jukes. That's all I gotta say, guys. Dim jukes. Throws out the living armor just to make sure he survives. Phantom Lancer is thankfully out of mana, and that is one of the things they put on a Phantom Lancer to balance him out. That Spirit Lance does cost quite a bit of mana relative to his current mana pool. And we see Huskar in the jungle. Huskar does throw out the leap, the Death Appearance as well. Just makes sure Phantom Lancer does do with the Phantom Lancer eating a whole bunch of damage, gets a negative earn charge as well. He should be going down one way or another. Weaver's going to be going toe-to-toe with Huskar. Weaver will be probably the best person to actually take down a Huskar because he does do a whole bunch of physical damage. But hey, who really knows just yet? Huskar does have a Beetle on top of him. Beetle does go away, face boots away, and he should be fine. And we do have a Shadow Fiend around the corner. Ryan will find himself a Huskar. He won't be going on for it though because he cannot find the correct trace. Pudge, on the other hand, he's going to be getting himself a Maiden. She's going to be coming to dinner for him. Prophet's TPing in as well just to help out the Pudge. He's going to cancel that TP. Maiden does go down at the end of the day. Pudge gets a suicide. Long Island, feeling like a boss, made the best of a bad situation, wasted so many resources, and Phantom Lancer has to push your travel. Huskar ult is up. He's going to look to go on top of Phantom Lancer. Not the best of choices to go for, especially since Death Appearance is still on cooldown. But he could potentially still go for it. Actually, Phantom Lancer is going to go on him. Huskar in a little bit of trouble. He does need a little help, a little bit of assistance from his allies. Ulti coming up from Prophet. Huskar, he's fine because he gets that free magic resistance and he also gets that heal from Treant Protector. He also has himself an earn charge, so he can use that to heal him up. Troll Warlord popping an ulti, trying to get this tower down, trying to get what he can. Nobody's here to defend it. Meanwhile, we have Rhyme on that Shadow Fiend, pick himself up a haste rune, pop it. He's going to go around the corner, try to kill Troll. He should be able to get this kill if he can find the Troll, though. 3 raises equals 900 damage, and also right clicks galore on top of Troll's face. But Troll actually going to stay in lane. Rhyme is going to rotate down bottom. Shots fired, might be in a little bit of trouble. We have 2 from the front, 1 from the back. We got Lodom actually not spotted just yet, and she's going to pop a Frostbite here very soon. No, she's not going to get the Frostbite, but she does get the Nova. A lot of damage coming towards Troll Warlord's way. He does not go down just yet. Treant Protector armor doing a little bit too much healing. Shadow Fiend says, ha, screw that, bro. I got 300 damage per raise. Gets a kill and ends the life of a Troll. Meanwhile, PL with that Boots of Travel, I'm not sure if he can TP to his illusion, which would be pretty darn cool if he could. But we do have, Troll. No, wait, no, the wrong team. Trying to see who will build something that he could TP to. But nobody, looks like nobody's gonna be building them. Oh, Enigma, right? Enigma does have the familiars that he can TP to. We got Maiden actually like a boss, popping an ulti, getting a lot of getting a lot of damage on top of Prophet before he is able to TP out. Kills his Treant and just casually walks away. Probably one of the best uses of her ulti. Her ulti is really risky to use, so load him. Really good decision on that. It does do quite a bit of damage. It does a ridiculous amount of damage for what it is. But I mean, otherwise, like in a big team fight, Crystal Maiden is usually the first one to die anyway. So we have little Andrew TPing on top. It is scouted out by this Dire Ward that we see right over here on the ground. So they know that the whole entire Radiant squad is up top. What will the Dire be doing to respond to this is a big question. And the answer seems to be nothing. Are they going to try to push this mid? They're not going to be able to push it all that hard. Enigma ulti is up, so I'm not... So Creepy does have the ulti to use on Enigma if he needs to. Meanwhile, we have Bonnie. I see. Bonnie, or Bonnie on that Phantom Lantern in the jungle, trying to get a little bit of free or farm going on. Boosted Travel are up. That's a huge item for him to have because he can TP to those Enigma Eidolons if he needs to, or get into the middle of the fight. But it looks like he will be finding himself a Huskar around the corner. Huskar is going to turn around, kill himself a few Eidolons. Does throw out, Enigma does throw out the Malefice ulti just for Huskar. Very useful, but it doesn't matter. Treant Protector does get hooked up by the Pudge. Ulti comes off Shadow Fiend, a whole bunch of damage going away. That's what Treant is getting used. Charles is going to try to go to town on top of Weaver's face, and Weaver is dusted up, so they do know where he's at. Beautiful ulti coming out from Weaver, able to juke around the corner. Meanwhile, we got Pudge. Pudge trying to do what he can to get away. He will be able to get away. Bottle Charge is getting used as well. At the end of the day, only one person down on each side, two people down on each side. Phantom Lantern did buy back into the fight, and he's actually chasing himself, Weaver's actually chasing himself a Troll Warlord, and Troll looks like he will be going down at the end. Oh my gosh, beautiful hook coming up from Pudge, able to stop the Weaver from getting the kill, able to stop the madness. Looks like, oh, never mind. I was just about to say, what does Troll say to death? Not today. But Shadow Fiend says, bro, screw that, screw your logic. Game of Thrones sucks. Jerk. What jerk says that? So mean. And when Huskar getting hit with that Malefice, also that Frostbite, and a whole bunch of other stuff, Huskar could turn around and go for full man mode, but he's not going to go full retard. He's going to go ahead and die like a man. And his middle tower is going to be going down here very soon. So much deeps coming out with these Eidolons, plus his Creep, plus Shadow Fiend, plus Crystal Maiden. Blink away. Blink Dagger's on two people, I think. Treant Protector has a Blink Dagger, and also Shadow Fiend has a Blink. Oh, no, just Shadow Fiend. No, wait, no, Enigma and Shadow Fiend. So Enigma going for that straightforward, I'm going to kill all your stuff with a walking ult. So every other time he's going to be completely useless, but that Hand of Midas will help him supplement his survivability a little bit later, just not right now. It's an investment, yes, but it will come to pay back, especially considering the fact that he's in the jungle all the time. With the Hand of Midas, he's getting fast levels, fast gold, easy game, easy life. That's what he's saying right now, but for now he's going to be really weak because of that Hand of Midas. Once he gets himself a mechanism or a pipe or an AC if he really wants to go for that, he'll be fine though, he'll be fine. I would imagine we'll see a sheep stick come out from somebody on the side of the Dire. I would imagine it, I hope to see that on Enigma, or maybe even Crystal Maiden. Shadow Fiend gonna go and pop that ult on top of Prophet. Prophet gonna TP away. Shadow Fiend getting those rises. Rhyme not able to have enough mana to actually get the last rise off. And there we go, he now has enough mana, but it's a little bit too late. Blink, good item. It is a good item, but I honestly don't like a blink on Shadow Fiend. But then again, everybody does a Shadow Blade, Shadow Fiend, and it's like pretty old. You expect to see it. So seeing a Blink Dagger, it does catch your enemy off guard initially. But I don't know, Blink into ult, yeah, really good combination. It takes two seconds for you to channel your ult fully, and you can blink into a very advantageous position. Anyway, Enigma in a little bit of trouble. Weaver does throw out the Sakuchi, does get a little bit damage on the Pudge. Has to go and throw out the Beals, trying to go for full man mode. He will not be able to get the kill. Yes, he will be able to get the kill. No, Pudge commits suicide. Treant Protector ulti does fly around the back corner, stopping Weaver from pursuing him. Got the Central again placed down by the Radiant side. Sakuchi is going to be getting scouted out. Treant Protector will be fine. He's not going to be able to get scouted out. Nobody has Desolate Appearance on the side of the Dire, as it seems. And Weaver, he's going for a... Looks like he's going for a Lincoln Sphere as well. Troll, he did in fact... Or he's going for a Vladimir's Offering. Of all the items that I hate to see a Vladimir's Offering on a Troll Warlord, but it is a nice item that gives you some general mid-game stats. It gives you some nice armor, it gives you some nice regen, it gives you some nice mana regeneration and HP regeneration. It also gives you lifesteal when you're in melee form. And increases your damage output by 15%. A lot of really good things individually, if it wasn't such a subpar item. And when Hook comes off a Pudge, beautiful times on top of that. Enigma did use his Hand of Midas, so he will not be going down. He will not be going down without something going his way. But he did lose 299 gold, which means that he lost a net... Sorry, he had a net loss of, what was it, 299. He lost 109 gold total because of his death. And Huskar armlet is completed up. He's ready to go full man mode. He's ready to go full retard. He's ready to kill something. Troll Warlord, Mantis style, Troll Warlord thing of whatchamacallit. Vladimir's offering is completely finished. And does Phantom have a diffusal? No, he doesn't. Okay. I thought Phantom had a diffusal for a second, but he did not. And we got Huskar actually going to shoot away a Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer TPing out very smartly so. Use those boosted travel to his advantage. Huskar has nothing at this point in time to stop the TPs away. And he's going to live to farm another day. Meanwhile, in the jungle, we got Crystal Maiden found himself a Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord throws the axes. Axes do hit on top of Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden will be able to TP out. No bashes going her way. Lucky Crystal Maiden is lucky. Meanwhile, we have Veersauce on that Weaver. Still trying to find that farm to finish out the Lincoln Sphere. He really wants to have that ultimate over so he can get those extra stats. And last hits wise, you can see the last hits. Phantom Lancer doing really good on those last hits. But do keep in mind he has passed away one whole entire time, and he has 0 kills to his name, only assist, which is not really what you want to have on your Phantom Lancer. But hey, he's getting that farm. It is not his time to shine just yet. Once he finishes off a Mantis style and Diffuse Blade, he'll be pretty darn deadly, even to Huskar. Because don't forget, Huskar can't, even though Huskar does have that increased magic resistance when his HP does go low, PL does do a crap ton of right click damage, and he also has the Purge that he can use on top of Huskar to slow him down and make sure that Huskar can't chase him. Because one of Huskar's biggest issues is the fact that he has such a low attack range. His attack range is 400 if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty crappy. To put that into perspective, oh my gosh, never mind. We got Ryan on that Shadow Fiend actually eating a little bit of damage. Throws out a nice little ghost out. The beautiful item for him to pick up, and Huskar will be forced to TP on out. No Enigma Black Hole, no Enigma Malefice to stop him, and that will be the end of all that. And looks like these guys are going to go ahead and rotate up top and kill Prophet. Prophet going to start that TP away. Shadow Fiend not going to be able to do enough damage to stop him. And Shadow Fiend just blinks forward, throws out a few raises, and Ryan just going to get farm where he can. Trying to get those Treants. More farmers, more. And there we go, Troll Warlord, Vladimir's offering finished up. He'll be pretty happy about his purchase. His team will have an increased amount of damage, including Huskar. And like going back to, speaking of Huskar, I said Huskar had an attack range of 400, and to put that into perspective, his... what can I put that in perspective with? Crystal Maiden's Frostbite, I think has a range of 400. Nope, that's way more than 400. Anyway, Pudge ulti's going off on top of somebody. That is a dead Weaver. Weaver does go down. Negative Earn Charge gets used on top of... or was that positive? That was positive. Positive Earn Charge does get used on top of Pudge. But with Riot level 4... With Riot level 4, all healing instances do cancel on top of when you pop that Riot. Anyway, Shadow Fiend getting a nice ulti off. Shadow Fiend does give himself a kill on top of... oh, Enigma does. Enigma gets himself a kill on top of that Treant Protector. Treant Protector actually going to... Enigma actually going around the corner. Finds himself a Huskar. Huskar does go down. And Shadow Fiend does TP out in time before anything too bad happens. Troll ulti does go off. This tower looks like it will not be going down just yet though. But it does have all the damage coming out from the Treants. I don't really know about this. Congratulations coming up from Treant Protector, not too sure what that was all about. TP coming in from Enigma. Enigma looking to make some Eidolons here very soon. Blinks forward, able to find himself a Black Hole on top of Troll Warlord and Troll Warlord only. I'm not sure if that's best of targets to use a complete thing on, but he does still have the Malefice to follow up as well. Here comes the reinforcements, Weaver with the damage, and also the Crystal Maiden with the extra additional shutdown. Shadow Fiend does TP in as well. Troll Warlord ulti does fly. I think he used it just as a one last hoorah to try to get something out of the whole entire engagement, but nothing comes his way. Except for death. And Prophet has himself a Shadow Blade. So with Prophet having the Shadow Blade, and also with him having his ability to TP in everywhere, he should be able to push. But on the flip side of that, with Phantom Lancer having boosted travel, and also with him building a Mantis style, is that a I hope that's a Mantis style. Please tell me that's a Mantis style. Okay, Diffuse Blade. Sorry, close enough. Looks like he's going to Diffuse Blade into drums. I don't think he has all the pieces for that. Oh yeah, sorry, he does have the pieces. The blades are accurate, right? Sorry, I totally missed those. But with PL having those boots to travel and also having now his Diffuse Blade, he should be able to do the same thing that Prophet's doing. Diffuse Blade does increase Phantom Lancer's agility by quite a bit. Just give you guys an idea, 22 agility, or 22 additional agility whenever he does have that Diffuse Blade on top of him. So that means more illusions for him, that means more damage for his illusions, it also means more survivability for his illusions. Versus Prophet, where he just has the right click and the ability to TP anywhere and Shadow Blade away. Phantom Lancer is more or less the same exact thing, except for his TP takes a little bit longer to recharge. Prophet and Prophet and Fan Lancer will be going toe-to-toe. Prophet forced to pop that Shadow Blade and run away. He could go in for attack now, but it will be a little bit futile, seeing as how his, oh man, we got the hook coming up from Pudge, and this will be a dead PL. He does go down. Desperate Appearance does get used. At least has something going his way, but he does go down with the rotation coming in from the Pudge on the front. Speaking of rotations, look at mid. We got a lot of damage coming towards this Troll Warlord. He's not going to be able to do anything but try to turn around and kill the Enigma. Enigma looks like he might be going to Huskar. Does leap from downtown. Does get himself caught inside the toilet. Treant Protector ulti does catch a few. And we got Troll Warlord's ulti getting used. Huskar tied on the arm like a boss. Not going to be able to get much of anything. Shadow Fiend ulti does go through. Only hits a Troll Warlord on the backside. Looks like Troll will be trying to run away. I see another Desperate Appearance gets used around the backside. Weaver does pop himself a ulti just to get rid of the dust, and people are still dying somewhere. There we go. TP coming in from Huskar. Huskar wants to get back into the fight, or maybe he was trying to juke around the corner. Not too sure if serious or joking, but yeah. And we did see a comment coming from one of the players saying, nice blink, or nice ult coming up for Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend ult was not very, very effectively Delta splitted. Smoke of the Sea does get used. It does get revealed. Weaver going to be getting, going to be in a little bit of trouble. Pudge does have the hook to throw out. If he is able to line up the hook, will he be able to line up the hook is a big question. Treant Protector on the run. He is dusted up. Huskar gets the leap on top of Rhyme. Rhyme is going to continue to try to run away. He does have a blink in 1 second. He does get the blink off. He does get slowed. He's still trying to run. Negative arm charge on top of him. Malefic's coming out from Enigma. Enigma Black Hole is not up. He does blink just in time, dodging all that damage. Really nice reaction coming out for him, but Troll on the backside still trying to do what he can. Weaver taking quite a bit of damage. Sentry was placed down, and that is a dead Weaver. So at the end of the day, all that rotation, the Radiant were able to claim themselves one entire Weaver, but they did take quite a bit of damage to his top tower. We got a PL in the corner. He's actually trying to run away. No Desperate Appearance just yet. Boots of Travel are on cooldown for a whole entire 18 seconds, and looks like PL is going to make this one scotch-free. Just hiding in the trees. TP coming up in 8 seconds. PL did buy himself the Man-Style recipe a little bit earlier. Does throw an illusion just to say hi, you guys can't find me. Hopefully he's going to get somebody to pop a dust or something. Prophet looks like he's trying to TP in, try to cut him off. Wouldn't be able to find him. Meanwhile, Huskar does give himself a kill on top of Chris Maiden. Big whoop. Throws an ulti, negative earn charge, everything else. Meanwhile, around the corner, who's this? Enigma Black Hole used on top of a Prophet. Definitely worth it, in my honest opinion. That does stop the push from a Prophet. But the question is, was that extremely necessary? They didn't really have anything to knock down trees. Enigma's Midnight Pulse is not online right now, but if it was, he could have just used that instead. Alright, PL gonna be getting hooked on around the corner. Beautiful hook coming up from Pudge. He did see him just out of the corner of tower range, and that is a dead PL. Oh man, PL could have made out that one alive if he would have took the time to run around the corner instead of running all the way to the side to try to TP out. But like I said, he was in range, or vision range of the tower, if I'm not mistaken, which is where Pudge knew to throw that hook. And the E-Blade is up on top of Shadow Fiend. More raises for him, or more raised damage for him. He'll actually do the whole entire full 300 damage. And also be really good to save somebody's life versus a Huskar. The defensive capabilities of an E-Blade are actually quite profound if you think about it. You know, sorry, on the side note, we see Troll Warlord trying to get a lot of damage, trying to get this tower down. Tower does not go down. Chris Maiden ulti does fly. She's trying to kill out all the creeps. The tower does still go down to the Radiant because there's a freaking Cardies over here. So no deny for the Dire. The gold does go to the Radiant. And speaking of the gold, let's go and take a look at this gold graph. As you guys can see, the gold graph does show it is in favor of the Dire, mainly because of farm and kills and all this kind of stuff, and also towers. Actually, no, I take that back. Towers are not in their favor. The towers are actually in the favor of nobody. Interesting stuff to see. Oh, no, sorry. It's in favor of the Radiant. Let's see, the Dire have only claimed 2 towers. The Radiant have only claimed 4 towers. So, yeah, okay, it's definitely in favor of the Radiant. But even still, the Dire hold on to a more superior lead. That's mainly because I think less people have died on their side. I was going to take a look at the net worth. Yeah, they have the top 3 in net worth in the form of a Shadow Fiend, and also the Enigma, and also the Phantom Lancer, who's actually in the jungle farming up out on his side of the map. Like a boss. Speaking of people who are acting like a boss, we see a rotation coming in the jungle by the Radiant. They're trying to see if they can find anybody, preferably a Phantom Lancer to kill, but no, looks like they'll find themselves only an Enigma. A hook comes off from Pudge. It does miss. Beautiful blink coming off from Enigma. He is going to try to run on the side. He's going to get body blocked by some trees. Does the ulti flies from Pudge, and now Enigma's in a little bit of trouble. His ulti's on cooldown now, so he's not going to be all that useful. Maiden does show up, does get hit with the root, and Troll is going to play the drums on her face with those axes, trying to do as much damage as possible. Gets all the damage that he needs. Maiden does go down in the form of ice and no fire. Actually, no, Huskar didn't use any fire arrows. He jumped on it, but close enough. Tom Tower is going to be going down here very soon. Treant Protected was doing a really good job healing that up. Dat heal is all I gotta say. Dat heal. But it does go down in favor or in trade of a middle tower for the Dire. It looks like the Radiant are going to continue pushing. So it looks like the Dire are going to continue pushing. The Radiant are going to try to break this high ground, but they're going to be really hard pressed to break this high ground, especially with Enigma ult up in 2 seconds. Pudge does get a hook on top of somebody. This is a dead Shadow Fiend around the corner. Shadow Fiend ulti does fly around the corner. We got Enigma blinking forward, trying to get some damage on top of these guys, but he is nobody following up with the damage. This guy's a little bit too late to the party. TP coming in from a wild Shadow Fiend who did blink back in. Goes on the E-Blade on top of it. Pudge does go down. Finally, Huskar able to get himself a kill on top of what looked to be a Weaver, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, sorry, that's Nature's Prophet. My fault, guys. My apologies. Too many people are dying a little bit too fast for me to actually tell what was going on. Meanwhile, we have Bonnie on that Phantom Lancer just doing work on these towers. That is 2 towers that he's claimed this whole entire engagement. He claimed that tier 2 tower and also this tier 1 tower. At the expense of what, the life of Enigma twice. I'm sorry, the life of a Shadow Fiend and also the life of Enigma. We got the E-Blade getting used by the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend trying to get those raises. He did use the Roaring combination of raises, but looks like Prophet will be TPing in. Nope, cancel that TP. And now we got Troll going for Roshan. Slowest Roshan ever. I know, right? Blink forward for Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend does miss his ult because a hook from Pudge did save the life of a Treant Protector. Now Shadow Fiend's in a little bit of trouble. I'm sorry, a Sprout comes out from Prophet. He's dead. Shadow Fiend is dead. He can try to do some powers to try switching, but it won't be enough. Won't be enough. We got that BM pause. That BM pause all day. Anyway, Troll is still doing Roshan. Roshan will be going down here very soon if Troll could stop getting bashed in the face. Meanwhile, on top, Prophet TPing up here, trying to get a little bit more farm. Items, because Prophet has himself a mechanism, and I totally missed that. Roche does go down. Troll able to pick up that Aegis. And items, like I said, Blink Dagger's up on Treant Protector. He also has Arcane Boots. What more do you want as a Treant? Aside from drums, because drums are really cool. Prophet has himself that mechanism. Hand of Mine is Shadow Blade. Standard stuff, relatively speaking. Mechanism a little bit strange because a lot of people, when they play Shadow Blade Prophet, they usually go straight up damage afterwards. But I do like the mechanism, because it does give him survivability. It gives his team that burst heal, and also gives him some nice aura stats for his Treants. Moving on to Troll Warlord, he has a Vladimir's Offering, Shadow Blade, and Aegis now, so really good items for him to have. Mid-game wise, this game is not yet into the late game, where PL is just becoming that overpowering. Speaking of things becoming overpowering, Pudge, Force Staff, nothing else really. I'm expecting to see a Rod of Atos soon, mainly because I like seeing Rod of Atos, so hey, I can have high expectations, can't I? But a Force Staff really good to have on Pudge. It just basically more or less gives you a nice way to close the gap when somebody's trying to run away from you. Huskar does have himself an armlet, and that's really about it. Trying to go for the Aghanim Scepter, which would be really cool for him to have. That nice low cooldown on the ulti. I think it changes to like a 15-second cooldown, or maybe something even lower, like a 5-second cooldown. Let's see, it's right here in front of my eyes. 4-second cooldown, okay. And he also has himself, he's also built himself an E-Blade. He has a Ghost Scepter already. For all those who don't know, Huskar can still use his burning spears while he's Ghost Sceptered up. So what he can technically do is he can throw a Ghost Scepter on top of himself, make himself invulnerable to right click damage, and then just right click you to death with his manual cast of his auto attacks. So there's some really cute things you can do with that. It's really frustrating to deal with, I will admit that much. Meanwhile, speaking of things being frustrating to deal with, we got PL going toe-to-toe with the Prophet. Prophet does eat a whole bunch of damage, gets E-bladed up. Rhyme says, get your weight up, bro, and gets a kill on top of that Prophet. Prophet does buy back instantly. He wants to TP back to the front, try to help his team defend this. We got Troll actually has himself a Maelstrom. Really nice item to have when you're trying to push back against a whole bunch of PL illusions. But how much will it really help him is a big question. TP from on the side from Prophet. Prophet want to try to push something around the corner. We got a blink forward coming out from Shadow Fiend. And Troll is now on the run. Troll immediately regrets his decision. Beautiful hook coming up from Pudge, but doesn't matter. Troll still goes down. Aegis gets popped, and he's actually going to be getting surrounded. Hopefully Enigma does not black hole, because if he does, oh my gosh, Enigma black holes. He wants to make sure he gets his kill on top of this Troll. I don't really think that was necessary, but he does throw out the refresher orb. And Treant Protector just goes down in a wow, very impressive way to die. He does go down. Sorry, Huskar does get hit with the E-Blade. He's going to be eating a whole bunch of damage coming up from Shadow Fiend. Beautiful ults coming up from him. He does catch up a little bit of damage, and now we got Huskar actually getting healed up with his crap, Inner Vitality. He's going to be eating a whole bunch of damage, trying to armor toggle like a boss. Gets the armor toggles off, does still go down. Force that from Pudge wasn't that enough. And now Long Island, he will be going down here very soon. We got the Diffuse Blade getting used by PL. That's a dead Pudge in the woods, or dead in the water, dead in the trees, dead in the wherever you want to kill a Pudge. Meanwhile, Prophet's just casually killing these Raxus, or towers, and he'll soon be going on to Raxus. TP did come in from PL, the best person to deal with all of this. Pops himself a few illusions, gets himself man-style illusions as well. And he's going to casually kill the Prophet as well. No Gem and True Sight. No, he does have some detection. That is a tower. But no detection just yet on top of PL. Meanwhile, the Dire is still knocking on the Radiant's door. They're trying to fight through his backdoor protection. They have one creep in the form of Cardi, the Siege creep. They also have a Weaver tanking. It's like that tower will live to fight another day. And we have a Troll Warlord Shadow Blading himself forward. I'm actually surprised to see no gem just yet on either side. Both sides could benefit from a gem heavily. I think the Dire would benefit more from a gem than the Radiant will. Because when you have the Prophet actually popping that Shadow Blade all around, just being as obnoxious as he's being, you really need a gem. And also keep in mind, Treant Protector technically makes everybody on the side of the Radiant able to go invisible. So anyway, speaking of things that are going to be going down here very soon, Chris Maiden might be going down. She does get hit with a few things. Troll Lord is still trying to get that kill. Chris Maiden trying to get one blink. All she needs is one blink, and she'll be able to survive, but no blink for her. Does keep getting that thing reset. TP did come in from Panelance. It does get the revenge kill on top of Chris Maiden, but these guys really need a gem. These guys really do need a gem, and Treant Protector are going to be able to TP out in the guise of his nature. Meanwhile, Huskar second piece built for his for his Aghanim Scepter. All he needs is just 2 more pieces, and he'll be that much closer to a 4-second ult. Heart is already up on PL. Big items getting purchased up on both sides. I don't think I actually finished the whole entire call out on the items. So moving back onto the Dire side, we see PL has a Heart Diffuse Blade level 1, not level 2 just yet. He has 3 charges left. He'll probably begin that very shortly. Shadow Fiend does have that E-Blade, a really nice item to have. Pudge does get a hook on top of somebody. That's a hook on top of Enigma, a big important person to have alive at this current point in time, but he's dead right now. This just might force these guys to back on up, and they do back on up. Phantom's going to TP out in a relatively dangerous spot, but he does TP out nonetheless. Rhyme on the Shadow Fiend does TP out as well. TP's back to base. These guys will probably wait for Roshan before they try to push in again, which might be the wisest thing for them to do. And finally, a Gem with True Sight purchased out by PL. So his illusions will have vision of everything. Because that is right, guys. Just in case you didn't know, when you do make an illusion, while you have the Gem with True Sight, your illusions do get that True Sight ability, which is a pretty sick thing to have. Speaking of things that are sick to look at, let's go and take a look at this XP graph. As I always say about the XP graph is relatively irrelevant because the longer and longer the game goes on, the closer and closer it converges to 0, but it's still a really nice indicator of where everybody is at this current point in time. And as you guys can see, the Dire do have the current lead in the XP, but that doesn't really mean much when the XP is that close this late into the game. The kill counter is essentially identical. The only difference between the two is who is the most important person dead right now. And Enigma was the most important person dead right now, but he is now alive. So both teams are ready to fight. All ultis are online. Everybody's essentially at full HP, with the exception of Weaver and Troll Warlord. But hey, they'll be there soon. Shadow Fiend pauses. Rhyme saying, "Hey, I need a minute." And we got DC coming up from Enigma. Enigma will be hopefully coming back here very soon. Seems to be he was having a few issues with his computer and whatnot. And while he's doing that, let me check and make sure I'm actually recording. I know, guys, a horrible time to do this. A horrible timing on doing this. I should have done this a long time ago. Like 34 minutes ago. But, hey, better late than never, right? So while we got this pause time going on, let's go and take a look at the vision around the map. We can see that the Radiant pretty much see nothing except for where their creeps are pushing at. And the Dire, they have some decent key spots. They can see right here on the super ward spot. They can also see when the pushes is coming through mid. I would like to see this ward more so on their high ground into the jungle right over here, or maybe somewhere like that or that. That way they'll give them vision of who's hiding in the jungle, because it's high chance, a very high chance that the enemy will be hiding in their jungle, expecting to see some people around this general area on the mini-map farming, which is pretty much where they're hanging out at. PL down bottom, just casually claiming himself a tower. Nobody can really contest this, not even Prophet. If Prophet TP's down here, he will be dead in a split second. TP coming on top from PL. The fight looks like it'll be happening here very soon. Chris Maiden does get hit with the ult from Huskar. Huskar does do himself a nice little bit of damage on top of Chris Maiden. Now he's getting hit with the diffuse blade, eating a whole bunch of damage. Does throw out another ult on top of Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is going to throw out the ult to Rhyme, trying to get what he can. He's going to be able to get himself a Treant Protector, and now we got Huskar. He does have another leap. He can try to go Michael Jordan on these guys. Tail, but he won't be able to get that. And we got Troll doing a really nice job getting that backdoor, getting that kill on top of that tower. Well played, coming out from the Shadow Fiend. And this is a dead Troll. Too many illusions with that true sight, and now looks like all the outer towers are gone on both sides of the map. The big question is who is still alive. That is important, and of course there are a lot of people very important that are still alive on the side of the Dire. The Radiant did lose a lot. They did claim a tower. They did claim, I think they claimed the bottom tower and the top tower, or maybe. No, this is claiming the top tower. They did claim the top tower, but really, with Huskar dead for 40 more seconds, that just might spell a Rax for the Dire to grab up. But I think Huskar does have buyback. He might be saving it. And there we go. Sheepstick is up on Prophet. Prophet having that very important item for him to have, or having that also important item to have. And I'm trying to look at buyback status. So no, Huskar does not have buyback. He did buy himself something pretty before he died, and I think that was that Aghanim Scepter. Meanwhile, in the base, we see Pudge actually getting himself a nice little ult on top of Phantom. Phantom's are going to eat a whole bunch of damage. Treant Protector does throw up the nice little stun, and we got Enigma with the black hole. Beautiful black hole, catching 3. A lot of damage coming towards everyone's way. Actually, no, I take it back. Oh, another black hole. Beautiful refresher on top of Enigma. Pudge does get a deny. So we're going to have 2 people going to be going out here very soon. Rhyme does TP, does blink in with that nice right click coming out from him. Huskar does leap in, give himself a kill on top of Enigma by the looks of it. And we got GG's getting thrown by Prophet. Prophet just giving up on life. And we got Huskar throwing a nice little leap on top of Shadow Fiend, and Shadow Fiend Lincoln Sphere was able to pop that off of him. But Huskar does have another leap. He can't throw it if he really needs to. Does throw a leap on top of the Weaver. Weaver does have his Lincoln pop it as well. Huskar not really having all the best of luck with that, with these Lincoln Spheres. But Weaver looks like he still might be going down anyway. Double kill going towards Shadow Fiend. Oh no, Weaver got the kill. Never mind. Weaver got that kill. Sorry guys. And we got Lincoln Sphere getting popped by Shadow Fiend. I think it blocked the Nope, doesn't matter. Troll Warlord going down. And we got a double kill casually going towards Shadow Fiend. Oh jeez. Alright, so I would have commented on that better. But I was a little bit more in awe of the fact that he was still alive after the bash. So he was able to get the E-Blade off, stop Troll Warlord from auto-attacking him, channel his ulti, get Troll Warlord stuck inside of the ulti range, and just take massive damage. And then, oh by the way, casually just raise a Prophet and kill him. Or Treant Protector, whoever that was. Raise whoever that was and kill him. I think it was Treant. So there you go guys, Shadow Fiend, E-Blade, really good item combination. And now he's going to be going for a Butterfly. Which, I will say, in all honest opinion, you can disassemble an E-Blade. So if you guys were wondering what's the most efficient way to go for something like an E-Blade into Butterfly, you can do that. Although, why do that when you're just doing so well? E-Blade's so useful in this matchup, especially when you have a Troll with his bashes, Prophet with his right clicks, and also Huskar with his dangerous right clicks. If you can kite Huskar, you can pretty much kill him every single time. Speaking of people getting kited, we got Phantom able to kite the Huskar. A hook does come from Pudge, does just barely miss. Phantom running as fast as he possibly can. We got Huskar trying to pop his E-Blade, trying to save his own life, but he does go down at the end of the day. And yeah, easy kills easy. Bonnie coming back in, Bonnie coming back in. Just gonna take his loot, just go for a celebratory kill on top of something. He's found himself a Pudge, gets in Diffuse Blade, charges off a Pudge, but it's not enough damage. We got Shadow Fiend trying to get some more kills on top of this Troll, but Troll is gonna be able to run away. Now we got the hook coming out from Pudge on top of Bronny. Bronny popping himself that Mantis style, does get turned to a sheep. He's trying to run away while he can. His 4 legs can only run as fast as it can only run, but so fast. Does give himself a nice little illusion on top of Prophet. Prophet eating a whole bunch of damage coming out from that stun. And we got Bronny. Is Bronny still alive? He's still alive. Holy crap. Heart OP. Please nerf, guys. He was able to make it alive. His illusion is doing all his dirty work. Blink into the trees coming out from Treant Protector. He doesn't want to die anymore. And this looks like this is the final push coming out from the Dire. Phantom will be back into the fight in about 30 seconds time. Does have Diffusable at level 2. He's had that for a little bit of time by the looks of it. Weaver trying to build himself that MKB. What else is going on? Sheepstick is up on Prophet. A very big item for him to have, but really nobody's there to actually do reliable damage. Well, nobody's there to do damage fast enough to kill the Phantom Lancer while he's stuck inside the piggy form. And even then, it seems every single time Prophet does get the Sheepstick off on top of Phantom Lancer, he does have like 2 or 3 illusions already. And oh, by the way, Phantom Lancer now has a Scotty, which I don't think transfers to illusions, which sucks. But he has a Scotty. Who really cares? That means you literally cannot run away from PL now. He'll basically hit you with Spear Lance, and then once that goes through, that's a 50% slow. Nope, sorry, 40% slow. And that'll give him just enough time to catch up, and then he'll hit you himself and get himself a nice additional 20% slow, or 30% slow, 20% attack slow on top of you, and that, I mean, you just pretty much can't run away. So Long Island on the Pudge is going to get Blink Forward on, Blink Forward coming out from Enigma, and then Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden actually popped herself a Triangle Boost. TP coming in from somebody that doesn't really matter. Enigma gives himself a nice little black hole. Pause coming out from Treant Protector. Buy is coming out from Pudge. And Hook does come from Pudge. Refresher gets used by Enigma. He's going to be going down at the end of the day. He does have a buyback, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does, so he can buy back into his fight. I'm not sure how fast he can get here. Meanwhile, we got a dead Weaver on this deck. His body's laying down on the ground. Meanwhile, PL just casually killing things up top, and things are happening everywhere, guys. I'm not too sure what to really call the advantage to anybody. Enigma does come in. He has that black hole. Does throw his black hole. Misses everything. He's the next PGG, guys. The next PGG. Pause comes out from Phantom Lancer. He wants to get a nice little screenshot of this. And we see Enigma just saying, hey bro, I dare you to walk into this, but he's getting surrounded right now. Pudge on the one side, Huskar on the other, and now we got a troll getting a free bash. This is a dead Enigma is dead. And PL does get hooked up by the Pudge. Pudge saying, hey bro, look what I just found, and does get an ultimate top of illusion. Not the best of things to get. Nobody has a gym. The gym should be somewhere. There's a gym on this map somewhere. Nobody has a gym. Nope, sorry, gym is on PL. He's the original carrier of the gym. Meanwhile, Rhyme on that Rhyme on that Shadow Fiend, trying to get a little bit of damage on top of Huskar. Huskar does eat a whole bunch of damage coming out from the ult. He gives himself a nice little leap on top of Rhyme. Rhyme's gonna go toe-to-toe with him and say, hey bro, I got more damage than you. And then Pudge does cancel his ulti for no apparent reason. Pudge able to survive, gets himself a living armor charge. Crystal Maiden trying to get the kill, but not enough damage. Huskar leaps from downtown on top of that Crystal Maiden. She goes down as well. All the Raxes are gone on the side of the Radiant, and people are still dying around the map. Prophet going down on top to the Phantom Lancer illusions, and also Phantom Lancer himself. And now the Radiant are just in defend mode. They can't do anything to really push out of this base. Troll having that Maelstrom is going to help him out, yes, but he can't do anything. Deso up on Prophet. That'll help out his right-click damage, but I really don't see these guys actually fighting back from 3 Raxes down. 3 sets of Raxes down, I should say. But we got items galore getting purchased up. These guys are going for the last push. They're going full man mode. Prophet, he's going full retard, guys. He got himself a Mask of Madness and a Helmet of Dominator. He wants more life steal. And we got TP coming in from TP coming in from Enigma. Enigma does have himself a never mind, no black hole. And this is a dead Prophet. Prophet feeling pretty sad about that. And we got some love getting thrown out from both sides. Weaver still trying to farm with that MKB. He should have it after these Ancients all go down. H is going to be getting taken by Huskar. And this Roshan should be going on here very soon. MKB purchased up by Weaver. If he does check the Roshan pit, he will find himself a very happy surprise. That is right, guys. He'll find himself a free kill on top of Huskar, who just continuously keeps hurting himself. He uses iron charges to his advantage, but he really won't be able to get anything. Just desperately trying to keep Roshan down. And Roshan, he just might be winning this fight here very soon. Huskar forced to pop himself a Ghost Scepter and run away. Meanwhile, people are still dying. Crystal Maiden actually got himself a kill on top of a Troll Warlord, and they might give himself a kill on top of Huskar. Who's actually getting permanent bashed by Roshan. Roshan will refuse to go down. I'm trying to watch this go down, but it's not going down fast enough. You know, Treant Protector is stuck, is on the high ground, just hanging out. It just goes towards Huskar, and everything is pushing into his base, so nobody really cares. Looking forward, Shadow Fiend just using a Manor E-Blade, saying, hey bro, I'm trying to save your life. Prophet ulti bouncing around, doing a little bit of damage, but not enough. Finally, the middle tower is going down. Pudge does get a hook on top of an illusion. A forced step forward from Pudge on top of Enigma. Enigma forced the black hole inside the base. He did use his fresh orb, but it doesn't really matter. He's dead again. Pudge found himself a ghost after ages. Ancient does go down. And that'll be the end of all that. So, all in all, madness all around, guys. Just madness everywhere. Just people dying and things everywhere and blood splattered everywhere. But all that goes along with to say that was a very enjoyable match. I enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I think I kind of enjoyed it more because Shadow Fiend was Rhyme, and I know Rhyme. Well, I don't know him personally, but I know of him. So anyway, my name is CulBlu. I was watching you guys random podcast number 71. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys whenever.